There's no audio
Pickle.
on the stream.
Pickle, you say?
Hey,
Love you
you
too,
should
buddy.
listen to me.
It's working. It's working now.
All right. I came in. I popped in. I said what up to people, and they were like, "Go talk to Blake right now."
There you go.
And audio input capture. So now you should be able to hear me. God damn it.
All right, good times. So, to everybody watching out in Twitch land, I'd like to welcome our host and streamer, Mr. Wise Papa Smurf.
Well, yep, everything that I just said and everything you've said has been lost up to this point. So, in short, everybody's doing fantastic, and we love it. God damn it.
You know, the good thing is the first 25 minutes were practice, and now we're really on our game, so we're ready to go.
We just took a little ARAM version of what we were doing here.
It was a
And
strategic,
I'm not going to be able to get out of it.
fake out.
The taunt was super close.
Oh, Zip
my.
with the boom boom spit.
Whew.
Hey, I'll let you guys cast. Holla at your boy if you want me to get in the next game.
Okay.
We got
well,
you.
like I said, we'll see what happens. I'd like to actually go play some duo queue if somebody wants to stream it next game.
I would love to be able to stream it, but my computer's crying in the background already. I think I can get Pickle to stream though, so we'll discuss it afterwards. Back to the game. Kane's gonna come in. Wow, and get abused. I thought he was gonna take the Thresh down, but no sir. All right, so let's look at the scores real quick. Unsurprisingly, the Katarina is extremely fed. However, the rest of the team ain't doing all that well. Whereas the gold is spread out a lot more evenly across red side.
You mean the Katarina, right? You said Kog'Maw. Because I mean, Kog'Maw is fed too, but
Right.
so is Nocturne, and Twitch is getting relevant. Which is actually to, oh, that was super close. Which is actually to Pickle's credit, because I mean, he's down so much CS, and
Yeah.
now he's actually got enough items to be remotely relevant, where he doesn't just get insta-murked.
No, ooh, nice. Zanya's there.
That was a pretty aggressive play. I like it. There's like the balls on that play.
The point that I was trying to make was if the Katarina goes down,
Yeah, then that's a lost team fight.
right, whereas you can take out the Kog'Maw or
Keep
the
in mind.
Nocturne and still have a pretty decent team fight on the other hand.
I mean, keep in mind as well that Aiden. I don't think he meant to come out of that wall.
No, that was probably misclick.
So anyway, I don't think that. Oh, by the way, Volibear should have kept pushing bot lane. It would have been a really good choice. 'Cause he can't stop this by himself anyway, and you might as well get that inhibitor. Let's go check the health on
Yeah,
that inhibitor. see where
minions
it's at.
ain't-
Yeah,
minions ain't gonna
he
get
could have. He could have got that inhibitor if he would have just stayed with that many minions.
Yep. And that was super aggressive to show that far up with when blue side knows you don't have anybody else coming with you. Or I'm sorry, red side doesn't know you have anybody else coming with you. After you've just taken Baron, they could have turned and deleted him. He should feel pretty thankful that that didn't happen.
Alright, so we're going back on directed camera. Everybody's clearing their relative buffs and prep for the next fight. Red team converges on Dragon, and they seem to have position on it. Katarina is there, but Dragon's going down too fast for it to truly make a difference. Oh, shit! Stepped on a ward. He just... And see, this is what I like a lot about playing with Exiles. he pulls the trigger, and he does not
Right.
hesitate. He just goes, I have something beneficial, I'm gonna fucking do it. You know, and relies on mechanics in order to like get himself out of trouble if he makes a bad choice. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But the interesting thing of it is, no matter what he chooses to do, it improves his mechanics.
That was a very clutch threshold. Saved 2 of his squishies right there.
Not
I
gonna
better
make
get
it
on that Katarina.
Katarina's gonna rape your
It's
team.
too late. Yep. Gonna get the triple.
It is so hard to team fight against the Katarina. I mean, uh-oh. Tell that happen. Team mode, move! Kite! Just in
Oh
toe-to-toe with the Bruiser. I guess he had him blinded, but shit.
That's some bronze level ADC. But it worked.
Hey, I mean, here's the thing. Like, use your move speed, kite backwards, get at max range, and you gotta fucking slow mallet. Use your fucking slow mallet. You know.
Right.
Like,
Well, for
I
as good-
appreciate the sack it takes to just Pickle. Yeah, Pickle needed to be real careful there. I don't think he had the damage to pop that Teemo, particularly with the blind. Right? And that volley is still a threat. I mean, I know it's a support, but he can 1v1 an ADC.
Yeah, well, his base damages, like you said earlier, are just obscene.
Like I didn't say earlier because it wasn't
Like you
recorded.
did not say earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his base damages are nuts. You got to be careful with that champion with his ult and everything else, and low health chomp can just be absolutely devastating. So you really got to respect the volley damage.
Well, yeah, I mean, think about it. Even jungle volleys build maybe 1 damage item, you know, unless they get super duper far ahead. Most of them are building just pure ball of defensive stats.
Oh, here comes Nocturne. Okay, so if anybody
That
was
has to be one of
thinking,
the most visually satisfying ults.
if anybody was thinking, why did Nocturne switch targets? The reason he switched targets is because he saw that Kayn had a GA. So even if he popped Kayn, he wouldn't get anything, and then he'd get finished. So he had to put damage down on somebody that he thought he could have a remote chance at killing. That's gonna be a fatal.
Will it land in time?
Oh.
So close.
These fights are really interesting. Like
Yeah. They
they're
really are
swinging
hanging on the
it-
knife
I mean,
edge
they're
either way.
swinging in ways that I wouldn't really expect.
So the one thing that I wanted to mention a couple minutes ago, but it's been so action-packed I haven't had the chance, is even though Red Side got a really good team fight and they were able to turn and get Baron,
Okay,
they were
so-
still down.
Hold on. There's one thing
6,000 gold.
There's one thing I want to say right here. What Teemo should have done there is stand on the very edge of the tower, and then right before Kayn walked up, walk into tower and tank it. Because that may give him just enough health to not tank those tower shots to be able to slide out over the wall.
Oh, I see what you're saying there. Yeah,
And-
that's a really good
and
point.
Teemo has the move speed in order to get his own ass out of there. You know what I mean? So that would have been something that either that or like hard shove the minion wave, but that wasn't happening because the minion wave was so damn far back at the time that the minions couldn't be pushed to tank.
All right, so let's talk about this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 2-kill difference between the teams. Okay, we're pushing 70 kills on the game.
Right.
There's a 2-kill difference, but there is a 10k gold lead on the blue side. Now, granted, they do have 5 towers advantage, but does 5 towers equal 10k gold?
Was it, it was red team that got the Baron too, which
Yes.
is unusual.
Right. So where is that huge disparity in gold coming from?
Farm.
It's got to be farm.
It's farm. If you look at the numbers on farm, blue team there's a 30 CS lead for Teemo top. which equates to about 2 kills, a little over 2 kills. 13 CS is a kill, right?
Mhm.
So he's got 2 kills up, so you can add 2 kills to that tally. The Nocturne is actually out CSing Katarina, but she has so many goddamn kills that doesn't matter,
Yeah.
right?
That's in her favor.
Yeah, that one's in
sure.
her favor. The kill count actually does make a difference there. Kog'Maw is actually beating Kayn by a significant margin at this point in terms of the amount of relative gold value.
Right.
But the real disparity here is in ADC. We
Oh, that
have
was a nice one.
yeah, this,
Oh, but it doesn't matter. Good hook. Are they going to be able to take the volley down? He's putting so much damage out.
yeah.
Yes, they
like I said,
got him, but look how much damage he put on their carries.
well, and also mental note. Look how long he survived.
Right.
And I honestly think with Katarina's damage, if they would have committed to that, they might have actually won. I mean, look at this. Oh, Tooth. Good fucking try. Anyway, here's the real disparity and where the major bits of the gold difference is. We have a 220 gold lead in ADC.
Yep.
And like I said, that's about 20 kills. So, you know, if you look at it that way, like, let's say you take 220 and divide it by 13, right?
You get another number.
Yeah, you get a number out of that. But no, I mean legit though, 220 divided by 13, that's 17 kills.
Wow. Yeah. Well,
So-
that explains the difference.
We have a 19 kill Lucian essentially. And then of course Volibear has twice the farm of Thresh and 3 times the kills. So while
They're
they're,
going to pull it down.
I mean, the interesting thing is there are ways in which the red team can win. Like they have avenues to win. They have a win condition. They've just got to, play it.
Oh, the
this
flip.
is-
Oh,
The
my.
canceled auto. I think you would have had him. Oh, he got him anyway.
Whew.
But yeah, I mean, both teams have a way that they can play the team fight and actually win, which is strange considering the amount of gold difference they've got. But, you know, they each have multiple threats that
Right.
have to be addressed at this point in the game. I mean, clearly, blue side has Katarina. Well, they've also got a super fed Lucian. And, you know, Kane's no puss.
No, Kayn has, although the KD doesn't reflect it, has turned around a rather poor early game showing into a very threatening late game.
You know, and by the way, while we just kind of ran down all the like gold breakdown, all that said, that does not count the towers.
Right.
Because I mean, the towers 9-2 in favor of the Blues. But here's the other thing that's interesting. We're nearing a point at the game in which gold doesn't
Gold
matter.
doesn't matter. Right. I was just about to make that same point. I mean, both teams, if you look at it,
Because at this point, it's
all of the
who
threats-
scales better.
right, all of the threats are pushing 4 items now. In fact, I believe everybody has 4 items.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, Teemo is scaling into worthlessness. Katarina is always going to be a threat, but you know, that being said, it's still she doesn't scale as well as some. But she's always going to be a I'm going to clean up the team fight kind of threat. That was some good. That was some good Thresh play. Didn't give him an avenue to escape. Really nice.
Very nicely done. Yeah. Multi, I don't know if you've had the opportunity to play with him. He plays above his elo, in my opinion.
What's his elo? I mean, I played with him before. I just don't remember what his elo is.
He's either very I think he's hovering somewhere between high bronze, low silver, but I think he plays better than that. I think mechanically he plays better than that. Decision making can,
Yeah.
obviously impact a lot of that. But
Yeah.
I played a handful of games with him, and I found him to be a pretty solid dude. Has good calls for sure.
Uh-oh, Don. Better Justice Punch, dude. Or that. That too. Okay. Good move.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes the grand entrance is the grand exit, right?
Fucking A, man. Fucking A.
And again, that was a savvy play by the support to give him a way out.
They have their lanes pushed enough that they can just fight this if they were all there. The problem is they're not all there. Play, box, throw up your box. Too late.
Oh, man.
Oh, Tyler had a really nice kite back there.
The blind.
Aiden is down. Timo is going to go down if he chases that. Still down. The long range on that Spittle artillery is ridiculous.
It really
Is
is.
he getting close on these? Is he hitting them?
But I'll tell you what, it's not just a point and click ability either. Like there is definitely some intelligence that goes into where you place it.
Zip's put in a lot of work on AP Cog Mid. I mean, it's kind of one of his things.
Well, it shows 12, 7, and 14 is not a stat line to be ashamed about by any stretch of the imagination.
Tyler's to the point at which he is a real hard damage threat. He has a lot of crit. He's
427
full
CS.
build. And he has 433 CS. Yeah, Pickle's just about an item behind him.
Which is absolutely wild, considering when you look at the team fights, it seems so different.
Okay, I just want to point out something that Aiden was doing there. He walked off the map, and he made it all the way from damn near Fountain to between first and second tower, with the movement speed boost accompanied with wall walking. So, essentially, you can do a kind of build your own Bard tunnel with Kayn.
I really like that particular turn of phrase.
What, build your own Bard tunnel?
Yeah. I mean, anybody that's played Bard knows that there's little weird jagged edges of the terrain.
Well, see
that
where
you can
see where Twitch is
abuse.
standing right now?
Yeah.
That little edge right there that rotates into the right, you can
Yep.
actually shoot a tunnel from there to second tower.
Right. Exactly. And if you play Bard,
Fresh
you
play.
know that.
All right. Get that cat. Put up your. Oh, good hook. Yeah.
Ooh.
So here's something just as a thrush tip. Throw down your ult where you know they're gonna come out into a wall, and then you've pretty much guaranteed being able to hit your hook. Play other direction, suck them in instead of pushing them out.
Say that again for our tens of listeners.
Huh?
Say that again for our tens of
Are you
listeners.
talking about the ult tip or
Yes.
the play?
The ult tip.
Okay, so as Thresh, you know where Aiden was gonna pop out, right? So what you can do is stand on his target and then ult all around him. So whenever he dashes out of the body, he'll dash into one of your walls, be damaged, be slowed, and won't be able to escape. Either that,
That's
or you're
really-
gonna make him blow his flash.
That's really good, and that is one of those unique interactions I think that could be talked about in more detail at some point.
Well, I mean, it also applies to like a bevy of champions. So, like, let's say you're Caitlyn, and he's gonna go on you, right? Put the Yordle trap right underneath your feet, and pick a side. And whenever he dashes out of your body, if you put down traps all around you, you can actually lock him there. when he comes out. You see what I'm saying? Like, you just put a ring of traps down while the sickle is on you.
Right.
And then when he comes out, he'll hit a trap, you shoot him, net, shoot him again, and then he's probably dead. See, that's what I'm talking about whenever I say you ult to, like,
Yeah,
contain.
immediate.
An immediate containment ult would cost Tyler his life there.
And they're going to wind up getting 3 out of it. Now 4? Maybe?
Oh! Oh, he missed. He still got Katarina.
Wow.
Okay. So at this point, DPE has got to figure out that if, like, his goal. So, okay. One thing Painless Death said when he was on the show, Painless Death, our Challenger support main friend. Right?
Yes, sir.
One thing that Painless said when he was on the show is the way you win a game is by planning what you're going to do in a team fight, right? And at this point, you know you have a hyper-fed Katarina. So what your game plan should be is, does he have... Okay, he's got Locket. So your game plan should be, I'm going to stand in the middle of the team fight, in the center of my team. I'm going to wait till Katarina tries to ult. I'm going to immediately flay her out of her ult, and I'm going to throw down my shield for the whole team. Right? I'm going to make sure I pop Locket so I mitigate her ult burst damage, and then I flay her out of her ultimate to cancel it. And then if you get so lucky, you can throw a hook, but you have to wait until right after she shunpos.
Oh, hold on. I need to... There's a question. Are you telling me that Painless Death, our Challenger support friend of the podcast, said on the podcast that as Thresh, you should pop, drop, and lock it?
Yeah, that's what he said. No,
Okay.
actually, he just said he was talking about planning ahead as to what you're gonna do, right? And he talked about that actually being an enormous piece of advice to him, particularly to support mains, whose whole goal is like, I have to have an impact on this team fight, right? Without doing damage, I have to impact this team fight.
Mm-hmm.
So the way in which Thresh is going to impact a team fight against a Katarina, it's hard because usually you'd be like, yeah, I need to lock them down. I need to hook them. Well, that doesn't really work with Katarina. She zips around all over the goddamn place constantly.
Sure.
So good luck making sure you're going to do that. The only thing that you can really do is make sure you stand in a pile with your team, and then whenever she comes in, you have to disrupt that ultimate and mitigate that damage.
I honestly think that Locket may be my favorite support item all time. Just because it's so mindless. All you have to do is just tell yourself, I need to lock it. And you just press the button and it's boom. It's immediate team benefit to everybody. It's beautiful. It's a wonderful thing.
Redemption is also good. And same difference. Because, like, if he would have ran into the middle, Locket, Redemption, Flay, One Tooth is probably going to die. And he's not going to be able to continue cleaning up your team unless, like, he gets a bunch of resets. And he's probably not going to get those resets if you make sure that his burst is mitigated. You know, but that's real hard to do. And like I said, you're not going to think of that in the moment. You're not going to be like, oh shit, here's Katarina. My health bar is disappearing. I need to make sure that I'm going to hit Locket and Redemption and I'm going to Flare all at the same time. Like, no, you need to be pre-planning that. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? So, or otherwise it's just not going to happen. So.
All right. Not to sound like an ass, but is the stream for this game done? Because...
Oh, yeah, I need to hit stop on the recording, and then we'll just keep streaming, and I'll restart the recording.
Okay, good, because I got to piss like you wouldn't believe.
Okay, well, I just restarted the recording, so the first words of it are going to be piss like you wouldn't believe.
In true Lola fashion, I wouldn't have it any
True
other way.
Lola fashion. But, yeah, boys, that was it was a rather interesting game. I think they're going to roll again, same teams. So that's good, because I thought the game was pretty balanced. It was one of the better community games that I've seen. Okay, so we have the Tom Kinch ban. How much you want to bet we're gonna have a Katarina ban at some point this game? Because we should.
I'm going to need to be brought back into the lobby for spectation purposes at some point.
My client seems to have crashed. It just says Enigma's banning 27 seconds. And I didn't even realize that it's been sitting that way for some time.
All right.
Hey guys, is your lobby bugged?
No, we're already doing picks and bans.
Okay, because I've only seen one ban, and then it just says Teaser Enigma is banning 27 seconds, and it seems to be stuck there.
Oh yeah, no, we're already on like 2 picks each on each side of the team now, and
Well, if we don't restart, we're
you
not going to have.
you can
Cass
go bottom. Meepo's. You want me to go against Meepo?
Okay, so here's what I'll do. I'm just going to try to right-click spectate you guys. Can you do that in a
You got
custom
it.
without being invited?
No, you cannot. They're going to
well
have
then,
to.
yeah,
They're going to need to restart
let's
for.
restart the lobby.
Cass.
Well, wait, hold on. It'll still throw you into the game. It's just gonna show that it's bugged for a while.
All right, well, we'll hope that that's right. Let me go whenever you guys actually get into the game.
I'll screen cap it just in case.
Oh,
So
that's
we know
what.
the bans and shit.
Well, it's fine. I'm just saying, like, let me know when you guys get in the game, because if mine doesn't load, then we'll just remake with all the same picks.
Okay.
So I'll tell
I
them
think-
what's going on.
Players playing Zillion, though.
Hey, nerds.
Yo.
We have a spectator glitch. My co-caster and I are not in the spectator, or at least mine's locked up and he's not in it. So after we do this, if I don't get sucked into the game, we'll just remake. with
Yeah,
the-
you
with
should
the
be able to
same
just click
picks.
spectate, though. Spectate's on.
So all same things, and yeah.
Yeah, but I think you can either way. You can just click spectate after.
Yeah, somebody told me you couldn't do that with a custom. Like you had to be.
If
in
you
the
turn
spectator
spectating
to-
off, you can't.
Oh, you turn
Right, I
spectating
believe-
on?
I believe it's set for spectate off. That's
Uh-uh.
what I saw in the last.
I don't fucking know who to ban.
That's what I saw in the last lobby anyway. So I
Alright,
guess we'll just
well,
find out.
We'll see what happens and go from there.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, well, maybe we have a problem, maybe we don't. I guess we'll find out. But do not watch the movie fucking Sausage Party. Jesus.
well, speaking of sausage parties, I'm going to take this moment to do a little shameless self-promotion for anybody, and I mean literally anybody that is part of the Lola community. I am putting together a 4-day weekend in beautiful Gulf Coast, Florida, next summer. I will be paying out of pocket for a minimum 2 beachside cottages and a deep sea fishing trip. Granted, there are also some other things to do. There's plenty of attractions. There's Busch Gardens. There's Major League Sports, whatever you're into, it's around there. So if you're interested, DM any one of the administrators on Discord or look up Chuggington and let them know that you're interested.
Yeah, there's also masturbating in your room alone.
Well, that's something that we're not going to confine to a 4-day weekend. Let's be honest.
I mean,
Okay.
you could do that, though. That's part of it.
I thought part of this thing was like casting
by the way,
to,
you're
to our crowd.
Cutting out pretty bad.
Yeah, now you're cutting out really bad too on my end. Maybe I need to relog. Remember, I am in the armpit of America on cellular data, so it's probably my fault. Am I getting any better?
Yeah, you sound great. Actually,
Okay,
now.
good.
Yeah.
I have been working on my radio voice.
Netflix has so many really bad movies and then some really good but old ones.
There was something that I was watching on Netflix recently that was it Netflix or Hulu? That I never would have given a chance in hell, but one of my idiot friends was like, "This is really good," and I decided, From Dusk Till Dawn. They made a series out of it.
Really?
I've only watched the first season, and it is everything that you would expect out of.
You're breaking up again, buddy.
All right, let me relog.
All right.
Any better?
Keep talking.
I'm still talking.
All right, go on a rant.
All right, so I was talking about
Nope.
really, really
You're still
bad.
cutting out a bit.
God damn it.
It's better though. It's much better. It's just still like if you talk for a while, it'll grab every now and then in the middle of it.
Oh, that's probably just me. I drink a lot.
Doubtful. But let me see if they're actually in game. Are you guys actually in game?
Yep.
You gotta remember, it's gonna take you 3 minutes.
We're loading screen right now.
Yeah, it's gonna take you 3 minutes to get to us.
Okay, I re-spectated it still.
Okay, then you're good.
Yeah, it's still glitched. It just says 27 seconds and that Tyler's banning.
Yeah, well, you gotta wait.
All right.
Yeah, it will work. I've been there.
You been there?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Avatar is on Prime TV. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
So back to my amazing story before I was interrupted.
Oh, I got a bug splat. Pause it if I don't reconnect before the game starts.
So we're playing with GR, and GR is his friends, and they're like, "Yo, guys, let's play Dominion because it's fast, it's fun, it's Dominion, right?" So they're playing Dominion, and the only champion I knew how to play at the time was Nasus. So I play Nasus on Dominion, where there's like no farm at all. And that's when I was introduced to people being really, really toxic. And that's my story.
It seems like that story went from beginning to end real quick.
All right, let me know when you're in here, because it said you get reconnected.
I'm good.
The first champion I decided to make.
You guys
was
got to
Nasus.
3 minutes yet?
No.
Bug split.
Just loaded
Not
in.
even close. We just loaded in. All right, let's go right here.
I'm not coming.
All right, they keep telling me that it's gonna change. And I don't know that it is.
I'm looking at a 35-second delay on the spectator dealio. Do we want to bring Mr. Lick My Grundle, aka Blackbeard Bandit, down here? He really, really wants to shoutcast with us.
Okay, sure, that's fine. I don't care.
I'll move him down.
Do I
If
need
it
to
doesn't work, I'll
unmute
just
him
kick
or
him out 'cause
something?
I'm an asshole. No, I've just got the room set, so where only cool people can join.
Oh, okay, that's
And-
fine.
And somehow I'm in here too, which is really weird.
Yeah, just drip, drop, and drag him. See what happens.
There he goes, and now we can. Hello, Blackbeard Bandit.
Hey, what's up?
We're hoping that we're going to be able to get in. Are you spectating the custom game?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in that spectator.
Oh, the spectator mode just started. So it looked like it's working.
Yep, looks like I'm trying to load in here. So, all right. One
So
thing
I'm
accomplished.
a little bit upset. I
Mine hasn't popped
I was
yet.
waiting for Harmontown Season 2. And from what I can tell, Harmontown Season 2 was supposed to be released on like the 28th or something, but it wasn't.
Well, I'm sorry for that. for you.
And then I went to the news and they said it may have been purchased by a company I've never heard of. And I'm like, God damn it. I just want to watch this fucking show.
Anyway, like I was saying before, I cut out horribly. If you're into super campy, like 1980s, early 90s throwbacks, check out the From Dusk Till Dawn TV series.
Yeah, I watched the first episode of that, and I did not get pulled in for some reason. I guess I just need to power through it.
It took about 3 episodes before I started feeling like I was actually watching something worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
But
there you go. That's a good one.
Yeah, it really did pick up from there. So I've only completed the first season. I watched the first episode of the second season, and then I wasn't on the road anymore, and I could actually do cool things like drink and play video games and other stuff. So I've kind of left it by the wayside, but I do plan on picking it back up, and I think it'll probably be the same. Just try to power through the first 3 or 4 episodes, and then the storylines will start picking up again.
If you haven't seen the Castlevania one, it's good. It's 4 episodes, but it's good.
I heard it was really good. So
You really feel
let's talk game here.
All right.
Because we got a couple of OPs I want to address, and the first is Nasus got through, and with the changes to Nasus, he's been absolutely disgusting. In terms
What
of
are his
like,
changes right now?
okay, so he gets 50% CDR on his Q when he's in his ultimate. In other words,
that's awesome.
If he goes into his ultimate, he will just beat your monkey ass into the ground with his empowered Qs. So if he's allowed to stack at all in the early game, he'll just rip your dick off.
That's like they just rolled the old Zephyr into his ult.
Yeah, that's a pretty disgusting change.
And I mean, like, he was beating Renekton at like 7. Which is really kind of stupid, because Renekton's supposed to be this like monumental early game lane bully. But like, basically it just gave Nasus a like early mid game power spike. Not early game, but early mid power spike that, you know, shouldn't probably be there on a hyper scaling raid boss champion. You know?
Hey, put it there. He's coming back then. I've missed Nasus in the top.
But, yeah, I'll tell you this. Exiles is the other OP pick on his Talon. Because his Talon is really fucking gross. So,
we're about to see.
Yeah, looking at it, I don't think that...
Oh! And there's a gang rape.
I'm not even sure what Tooth was doing there.
that was a good move by Multi there. But if he took Hook at level 1, that kind of makes me cry.
I feel like Blue Side got all of the advantage in the pick ban phase, with the possible exception of the Aurelia. But with the Nasus changes, maybe
Nasus just needs to be rushing that Aurelia right now before she hits 2.
Well, there's the power.
Looks like it's happening. And down she goes.
Oh, he didn't get it!
Oh, the flash.
No, he actually, the funny thing is, he actually got off the auto attack because the animation completed. But, and yeah, the Aiden is saying he leveled up W instead of E. Huge mistake on Aurelia, because he could have gotten that stun, and that would have been the end of that fight. Which is why I said Nasus needs to be wary of level 2.
Right.
But now he's got TP advantage. Aurelia has no flash. But the reality is,
looks like a gang's coming to bottom.
If Aurelia is played right, he's gonna have a real hard time winning that fight anyway. Because it's gonna be hard for him to gap close as a melee only onto an Aurelia who's played Surge.
And that early pressure from the Amumu winds up blowing Flash off of Meep. So well played.
flash and heal off the Vayne.
You're right, the heal too.
Okay, so Pickle's too far back. Like, if your support has moved forward to zone them off CS, which was a good play, you need to be within follow-up range while you CS. Just because your auto attack range is like 500, it can be shot from 500 units behind your target or 500 units in front of your target. You see what I'm saying? So you have 1,000 units to play with when you're CSing. If your support moves to zone them out, you need to move up to your max range that you can safely move up to. Because like right there, if Amumu hadn't been there, the Zilean very well could have just gotten fucked.
I'm wondering if he's got a little bit of PTSD from the last game.
Oh, Pickle?
Yeah.
Entirely possible.
He was heavily abused in the early game, so I can't necessarily fault him, although I agree with your points about you need to be with your support to provide the 2 zones of pressure.
Well, I mean, the reality is it's just you're leaving your support in a 1v2, and you probably don't want to do
Ends poorly.
especially when it's a Zilean who has like paper hit points.
Looks like Amumu's coming in for the gank on top.
This is gonna work out well.
Running all over.
Going in, getting the stun, and
He's down.
that's a stack for the raid boss.
Actually,
Off
he
he
didn't
goes.
stack it.
Oh, he
he
did.
had just basic attack. He didn't get the stack.
I cry.
Unfortunate. Because you actually get a whole bunch of bonus stack off champions.
Yes, sir.
Double. It's double bonus stack, or did they buff that too?
Aiden says in chat, only people with dumb faces play Amumu.
Well, I must have a very dumb face because Amumu is the only jungle champion that I can play.
That is the kindest salt I think I've heard in Lola chat.
Salt shaker rolling hard right now. It's like 1-2's trying to rotate bottom.
See, like right here, Thresh is doing a really good job of zoning out their whole bot lane. And if they just freeze, they're kind of locking him out of, oh, that's a kill. He doesn't have that happen. That was really nicely played. So let me brag on Zilean for a second. And you see what I'm saying about the kill there?
Yep.
If Thresh had flashed out of the Zilean bomb, that would have still been a kill.
Right, because they wouldn't have double stunned both of them.
Right. But I would have gotten caught by that too. You know, although you got to expect it, most
You need
Zileans...
inhuman reflexes.
Yeah. Most Zileans will do this trick. I'm going to throw 2 bombs at Vayne. Or I'm going to throw 2 bombs at Thresh, right? To stun him. But what Zilean did that was really smart is he threw 2 bombs at himself. That guarantees that the stun's going to land in a circle around him.
This top lane fight.
Oh, we've got a fight coming top. Looks like Aurelia's trying to get back on the Nasus for the early game. Oh!
Yeah, but this is the part where
Here goes
Nasus
that Q.
gets that 50% cooldown Q.
It's a good flash. Is she gonna bait? she gonna
He
beat
can't
that-
get it. He needs to leave. He's not going to be able to get there. She got away. You don't have a gap close. Oh, what?
What? No! Take the cone! Oh, why didn't she take the cone?
Stacked it! Oh!
Go hit the blast cone. Go hit the blast cone.
Get it, get out, get out.
Now you go to the left and hit him over with the blast cone. Oh my god, he's just going to
Wait,
kill
he's
him.
gonna get it. He's gonna get that double kill. Tasty, tasty.
Oh shit.
Oh, that was a pretty decent outplay there.
You know, I'll tell you this. Nasus, big balls, man.
Heard him clinking that entire time.
Yeah, like, I didn't think he was going to be able to get the cane there, but sure enough. I mean, he stuck with it. He went low, but he wasn't going to lose. I thought he was going to lose.
Talon gonna come up and grab this? Oh. Looks like he's hungry.
He's probably still fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
And Exiles is dead too, so you might wanna.
1 for 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people need to start respecting this Kog'Maw mid.
I think Kog'Maw
It's the first
mid's-
time I've seen Kog'Maw right now.
I
I'm
think
mid.
Kog'Maw mid's probably gonna get pretty boned this game. I mean, right now he's 2-1. That's great, but this Talon's gonna blow him up soon. He better get it done. Oh, that's a real bad place to be. Why did they move my directed camera?
Oh, Twitch is going hard. He wants that. Is he gonna get the vein? Hit that E?
I
No, he
can't
didn't.
believe One Tooth got out of that dive. That was nice. How the fuck did Zillion survive again? What the fuck is happening?
It's the beard, man. Years of wisdom.
Years of wisdom.
Can't kill you in the Zillion, man. I didn't even see what happened there, but I will admit, like, that's impressive that he lived.
Thresh made some good plays with knocking back Twitch to keep him off and interrupting his AAs.
Honestly, I was looking at the mid lane fight there.
Exiles is playing a dangerous game here. If he gets hit by anything,
Just one, yeah. Just
then
one
that
and it's
puts him
lights
in,
out.
yeah, puts him in kill range for the ult. And I mean, he's got a long cooldown to play with on the E, but it's not that long.
Oh, I don't think he got spotted by the...
Hit her back, Tyler. Hit her back.
This is the kind of gameplay I like to see. It's a lot of back and forth, really making these guys having to think about what their kits are going to allow them to do.
You said kits, right?
Well, I didn't say
Yes.
nuts.
I thought you said kids at first. I was like, what?
No, Daddy dearest.
Like, wait, what? Where does that come into play exactly?
My kids let me play League of Legends sometimes.
Yeah.
Ziffer's doing a real good job of punishing.
And see, that was an unfortunate. Oh, that's not. Yeah, that was an unfortunate deal for the Zillion. Ooh. He should have saved his bombs there and thrown them on the reviving Amumu to give that short
Agreed.
stun. Anyway, now that was just really unfortunate because what he was trying to do was double bomb and he ended up getting one bomb on his target and then he ended up getting one bomb on Amumu as he bandaged into his target. So without the double stun, the damage just didn't go. Uh-oh.
Let's
Looks
see
like
what's
T-Star
happening.
wants it.
Yeah, see, this is the problem, is that Aurelia has so much mobility, it's going to be hard for Nasus to actually catch. And, you know, with Nasus's kit before the changes, that the loss of that ultimate wouldn't have been that big of a deal.
But,
But
now
again, he
it's
doesn't have
huge.
boots yet, so...
Yeah, but now he
let's-
loses a bunch of damage, too, so that's not good. But like I said, it's really hard for him to catch, because it's like as soon as you get into range, you know, you're going to have hell of a time. What Zillion did there with the zoning bomb was really nice. Like he just tossed a bomb that he knew wasn't gonna hit, but was gonna block
Oh, it's getting
off
hot
the
on
path.
top.
Amumu, you need to be out of there.
Is Amumu gonna make it? Alted?
No, he's
not
not.
gonna live.
Nope. I have made that play so many times as Amumu where you think you've
Looks
got
like
the good
Nasus wants
gank
one.
path and then, uh-oh.
Oh, he's not gonna get it.
Oh, that heal.
Hey, we're doing some streaming. What's going on down here?
Some pain and punishment. Oh, the Twitch almost got it. Oh, that's unfortunate.
What happened? Hey, come here, buddy.
If Twitch had a crit off that shot, that was a surefire death. If he was able to stay in the lane, it's still a
What's your
surefire
question?
death. They bring 3 against Nasus and get nothing.
Yeah, they are right now. They're just trying to bone him down.
Oh, those.
Oh,
balls over
Amumu's there.
Okay.
Go in with that. They
What was
can
your
get it.
question?
Amumu doesn't have ult though.
scared of the dark, so you can't go to sleep?
No.
We need to get him a nightlight, I guess.
I'm scared of the dark too.
Huh?
OJ Simpson made payroll.
That light.
Is that too soon? Is that too much?
No, he should get him a clown nightlight and then go take him to see it. It will work out poorly. It'll be fine.
Jesus.
And Talon!
Oh, there
that's
it is.
Exiles is gonna pop off this game, I'm telling you. They really
I'm
need
hearing
to
that
make
cork
sure.
coming loose right now. One, two, swinging into mid. And now here comes the duel.
Oof.
Down's gonna.
Oh,
Talon
no.
cannot jump
Wasn't
the
able
wall.
to get over the wall.
Down he goes, unfortunately. But that's what free bottom. Can they push it hard right now? That's what they need to do.
Well,
Oh,
put
there's a
him in there
TP
and lock
coming
the
in
door.
hot.
That's how you generally do it.
That's one stun.
It's not gonna happen. Zillion needs to get out. Can he do it?
You got the ult off on the Twitch. The Twitch is trying to
He
return.
may get the vein. With the
Didn't quite
poison.
get it.
With the poison. Nope, poison's not taking anymore. Thrush Lantern
Not
saved
gonna
it.
take him down.
How the... I'm still confused about how Amumu was able to dodge that hook, but okay.
I don't think he expected him to walk into the mass of his team. And then everybody was so surprised by the fact that Amumu was there that they all left.
There's an ult.
That
What's
ult
gonna
is-
happen
he's
off
gonna put
that?
He's just gonna get some damage down on the carries.
Here's the thing, if Exiles comes back in on this, he's going to be able to clean up that tower dive. They just can't let anybody get out of there.
It looks like NASA's TP
He's
bottom
moving
right
for it.
now.
Oh, but they
And the
made...
CC too much.
Wow, that's nice. The CC chain was good.
The CC way too much.
So
They
real.
might be able to turn this and get a full ace.
I think it's gonna happen. Oh, NASA's goes down. Twitch needs to run.
Twitch is out. He's safe. Big time lead for Red Side now.
I mean, 4K is significant.
For this early in the game, and having the tower advantage.
There is something I have to say to Pickle to give him a heads up. It's driving me crazy. He uses his expunge way too much to farm.
Right.
He's got to stop doing that because he's running himself out of mana. It makes it to where he cannot win trades with the other ADC because you have to have that expunge damage with Twitch to be able to really get anything done.
Exactly. When I was first playing Twitch early, I was making that same mistake. As soon as I changed that around, instant win.
How's NASA stacking? We should probably check that out. See how Tyler's doing on that.
Let's see.
183.
183 bonus damage.
That's 17. That's not too bad. That's it.
Did I misread that?
I was hovering. It's 183.
Dad,
Now it says 195.
Yep.
Dad,
Okay. It's probably
So-
a little bit of lag on my end.
Dad, guess what?
What?
Kai likes that.
Kai likes it when you pet her? Cool. Come here, give me a hug.
Alright, so let's talk about the farm for a minute here.
Big squeeze. Okay.
Jungle is actually pretty even as far as farm, but there's a 3-kill lead on the Kane.
Yeah,
Top
Kane's
side,
doing some
Nasus
work.
is... Nasus got about a 15 CS lead. Anytime Nasus is in the lead on CS, he's doing okay. Mid lane, it's kind of a mixed bag there. Yes, there's a CS and kill advantage on the Kog'Maw, but it feels like the Talon is more impactful already.
I will say this. Pickle right now is winning bot lane by every metric. Like, if you look at just the amount of CS, and then particularly the other important is level, he's doing very well. He's up. His support is up in levels. Oh shit, Zeller's going for the steal. He got it.
Oh, we got it.
Yes, he did.
Was he able to flash out? Or did he flash in?
He flashed in.
Is Talon gonna get this running mid on the Aurelia? Ooh, out.
No, and that was a good outs too because the Kog'Maw was coming in with deadly intentions.
Yeah, he had to pop it and go. And he almost got her.
But he is allowing Nasus free farm top.
She couldn't get to a minion wave, he would have got her. Uh-oh, we have a pause. What's up, Max?
Vayne DC. The other thing that I want to mention about the bot lane is we've got a fully completed item on the Vayne, whereas we only have boots and 2 component items.
Yeah, but those
on
are
the Twitch.
pretty good component items.
Right. I mean, those are big item breaks by themselves, to be sure. And honestly,
I would still say that Vayne solos Twitch at this point in the game, and she's managed to pick up a couple of kills. Again, so a couple of kills is 26 CS. Vayne is now ahead in gold on Twitch if you don't account for towers, but no towers have fallen. So our bot lane tower's fallen. So, I mean, that's also going to weigh in favor of Vayne. So what I was saying about Pickle being ahead, he's not anymore.
right, and let's also talk about the fact that Vayne has utility items in her build at this particular moment, whereas Twitch does not. She's got the Control Wars, she's got 2 potions.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point, the potions are really pointless.
Yeah, it's just insurance items to, yeah.
You know, if Vayne gets engaged on it, it's going to be a fight to the death. There's not going to be I'm going to pop a couple of potions and come back. It's going to be, I'm going to die or you're going to die, right? Because that's Vayne's kid is, I'm a strong duelist, blah, 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 blah. And,
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew. Kill, kill, kill. The white man.
Whoa.
Way to jump in there.
That was off of Black Sheep, man. It was a Black Sheep quote. Shit, my
Yeah, we'll
wife
go
got
back.
like a $20 nightlight? Jesus Christ, it's just a light bulb. Man, Max is
I
gonna...
really wish that I could reorder. Can I? I can. Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, so it's a car's nightlight that projects stuff on the ceiling. Okay, that's pretty cool. I guess that's alright.
Hey, by the way, how do you get rid of the champ bar on bottom of Spectate that has everyone?
How do you
If
get
you
it
hit
to
like
stay?
Z,
I will
I think,
tap.
or A. A makes it go to the attack screen.
Ah, there we go. Thank you.
Yeah, A brings up the screen with the total team health, cooldowns, blah blah blah. Tab will bring up the item builds.
There we go. Thanks.
All right, boys, I'm watching now too. I have opinions.
Do you? My God, we'd like
That's
to
a
hear 'em.
great Zillion bomb. Just so far, that's all I got.
Okay.
Who we got
Boop,
on?
boop. Are you spectating with us, buddy?
Oh, it looks like we're gonna have 2 coming up top. Wow, look at that damage. Is a move? Oh, Zillion's coming in for it.
Seemed like Nasus wasn't gonna have a good time, and then Nasus
No,
had a
but-
pretty good time.
No, those upgrades to Nasus are fucking ridiculous. Oh, that was so close.
Yo.
Oh my god. Talon coming in again.
Nasus really didn't need that reduced Q time on his ult. That's just really dumb. It gives him so much, like, boom boom potential.
I am fine with that.
I would rather it not exist. Because
That's a nice out by the Talon.
Nasus is a real jerk. You know what's interesting is you can move champs around in your tab menu, but they still don't change on the sides of the screen.
That is correct.
Yeah, I hate that.
We can log a complaint with Rido. There you go.
They don't listen.
So the one
They
thing that I
did. They
do
gave
want to
Graves the cigar back.
I do want to mention that while the changes to Nasus may seem a little bit overpowered, I think, and I could be 100% wrong, but I truly believe that I think they made those changes.
Wow, he just fucking slapped
deletes.
the fucking
Donkey sneeze. Donkey
I was gonna say you
sneeze.
gotta be
Donkey
close to having
sneeze
his ult
again.
back up too.
And
Oh, the Zillion Bomb! The dominant Zillion Bomb.
Talon needs to get out.
No, he's in.
here,
He's got it.
he's in for the long haul. He's gonna get one.
Yes.
No,
This
he's
is
got
gonna
him
be
both.
an ace. We're seeing the ace.
One. There it is.
Double
So
kill
I-
and ace on
You're
Talon.
gonna have a bad time.
I think they made the changes to Nasus the way that they did to kind of allow people that didn't particularly have somebody that they felt okay playing in the top lane. It's a safer pick for marginal top lane players now. It gives you a little bit more.
But here, let me
Right,
ask
but I'd
you a
much
question.
rather have that safe
Why
pick be
should-
like Malphite or something, not
Yeah.
someone that can 1v5.
Yeah, why should a hyper-scaling raid boss champion feel safe? Because in every other lane, like the hyper carries suck early, and you have to get them to the late game in order to be
The only
effective.
reason I can put my mind around it is because he gets bullied hard if you have someone that can.
Yeah, he used to get bullied hard till 9. Now he gets bullied hard till 6.
Yeah, the whole idea is like you're supposed to get bullied hard if you also are the greatest champ in the game. Like that's yeah, it makes sense. Like
Yeah, it's your avenue of weakness. It's where they have to beat you. You know what I mean? Like somebody with a good lane phase can beat you. Now,
Well, maybe they were distracting from how bad Aatrox is. I don't know.
Sorry,
Nerd.
Aatrox mains. You're still a joke.
wait, there aren't any of those. You don't need to apologize.
It looks like 4 in the bottom jungle. What are they looking for?
Ooh.
go back and check on that.
There's not even a big wave
321
building bot.
stacks. So Nasus has been
fucking
able to
tasty.
stack pretty damn well. What they're trying to do is the traditional Deathbush play where they set up Vayne as bait and then they capitalize on the one path you have to take to get there. And it worked.
Oh,
Here it comes.
Exiles.
And Twitch is
But
right.
he's
Oh,
actually
Twitch is
going to
dead.
get through the wall.
I think Twitch made the right
The
decision.
play, the
there
play.
Yes,
to
he did.
GTFO.
They got 2 out of it.
Oh, Talon almost escaped.
Yeah, he almost did, but they
So
stabbed
close.
him right in the ass on the way over.
And now the Twitch goes down.
Bye, Twitch.
And Nasus will follow.
Oh, and Nasus will
Oh,
pop
I
up.
cried.
He'll probably
I
just
cried.
go away.
The little
Zillion, just push that top.
Gosh, you did a great job tanking. It was almost too much, but you did it. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Way to hold on.
No, Boo, what are you
These
doing?
guys need to stop going in on this stuff.
Zillion needs to distract. He's doing it.
I
hopefully.
don't know what they were intending to accomplish there by standing. It's like you weren't gonna 1v5. The turret's not that strong. You know, just go somewhere else. It's lost, and you have to recognize that it's lost.
and now they're base racing support versus a 4-man.
Versus everybody.
This is one of the chances where they should have really waited for multiple people to come up so they could go in, because they're going 1 by 1, and if you have 5 down there, they're just gonna kill you every time.
See, this
What are
is
you
what
gonna do?
this is what happens in ARAMs whenever you lose an ARAM, right? Because you'll go in, you're like, oh yeah, we're doing good. We lost 1 person. Oh well, we just lost a team fight. Oh well, we just lost another person.
Yep.
And then you stagger your respawns and run back in trying to kill the low health people.
So it's 1 after 1 after 1.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it just
Chain
cycles that pattern where it's like a chain of loss. And I mean, I
The
think
most frustrating way that happens is when you recognize it and you're waiting for your team to group up and you just watch one person run past you and then one other person run past you. You're like, no, I'm
And
standing
they
here
wonder
for a
why
reason.
you're spam pinging them. They're like, shut up, man. It's like, no, man, I don't want to see you deep.
It's pretty much when you're like the marginally attractive guy at the bar, and then the hot chick walks up, and the bartender gets her drink first, and you're like, "Hey, buddy, I've been here. Hello." He's like, "Yeah, man, I got you. I'm coming right up." And then another hot chick comes up, and she gets her drink, and you're like, "Hey, buddy, I just want a beer. Like, you don't even have
at
to
this
make
point,
this.
I'm not really
Number
even
one,
following
what bar
these
are you
You
outlets.
open the top of
What
this.
bar are you at?
So,
Let me go there.
I don't wanna argue with you, but like at least in that scenario, there's hot chicks. Like in this scenario,
Yeah.
there's just idiots.
Well, in that scenario,
there's-
I'm also marginally attractive, which is completely falsified too. So,
And if Ernie's playing, there might be some false hot chicks.
right.
That was well done, sir.
We can go back to Ernie's ultimate.
What'd you get, Max? Oh, your moonball. Cool.
Talon's making some dodges right there. Look at the
Dodge,
Hardcore
dip,
parkour.
dive, and dodge.
I'll just tell you this, man. I've been really impressed with XL's show. This isn't his show is good, but I've been impressed with his talent before.
Twitch is destroying
Twitch
off
the
that
left.
alt.
There you go.
Wow,
And
the turnaround. This is what late game carries do for you.
And like I said, this is why I have a hard time feeling good about Nasus having a strong level 6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just ludicrous.
Look at the,
Twitch.
Twitch, you ran too far. Why would you
I
go
think
higher,
he
baby?
just forgot that he wasn't invincible. When he gets that close, he's just camouflaged. You know what I mean?
No,
I think
do,
you forgot
but
that like,
come on.
Bane's real good.
Now the whole blue team is forgetting that they're not invincible because they have minions pouring into their base. They've already taken one Nexus tower. They're moving on to the second one.
They need to go back. They're trying to do Baron. They should not be doing Baron.
No,
right
they
now.
should be doing
I
Baron.
think they should be doing
They
Baron.
should
100%.
definitely be doing Baron. They can take it. It takes it off the map. They don't have the map control to get it any other time. This is the perfect.
I underestimated Mumu. My bad.
Well, it's
Yeah,
Nasus
Mumu's
really
way clear,
that's
pretty
just
good.
drain tank.
Amumu actually has surprisingly good clear.
Yeah.
And
That
he's-
was
I mean,
what I was worried about, not the NASA's fucking raid bossing that thing.
It's kind of a greedy bag, but it is Baron in hand,
Well,
so
they
they're
have
going
Baron
to get
in
away
hand,
scot-free.
so
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. All right.
And-
So at this point,
Thresh calls it Baron OP.
yeah, at this point, blue team's got to start thinking to itself
Oh.
where
Oh,
they
Talon
want.
gets one.
Yeah,
How do
where
we
do they
stall?
want to be? Well, no, I
Yeah.
mean, here's the problem. Like, where Twitch is at right now, if he runs into anybody, he's dead. And they
Yeah.
don't have vision around that. And he really needs to stay with his team.
Oh,
Talon's
you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, he had a horrible time.
That Vayne E was delicious.
Look at how bad those Zillion bombs are hurting Vayne. That's crazy. What items does he have?
In the words
Do
of
I
the
hear a little bit of admiration in your voice on that Zillion?
Vayne has 0 defense.
Here's the thing. I used to just hate Zillion. I still hate Zillion.
that was an unnecessary flash. In the words of the pawn shop owner from the first Men in Black, do you have any idea how much that stings?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh
Well,
my!
apparently they do
the
now.
deletion.
So, you know, like I said, I still kind of hate Zillion, but I also recognize that he's a hyper carry support.
Oh, get him! Hold
They
on,
need to get someone back
Kog'Maw's
in
getting
their
that
outfit.
gift right now.
No, it's gonna get. This is
that
gonna get
kid.
bad if he doesn't move quick.
Uh-oh. And down he goes. Siler, nice play.
Yep, yep.
Siler
Oh,
tried to
Twitch.
turn it around, but not quite enough.
Twitchy baby.
So I mean, and this is what I was saying about Twitch a few seconds ago. If you're Twitch and you run into anyone, you're gonna die. It doesn't matter. You cannot solo anybody at this point in the game, right?
No, you can't.
And if that's the case, like the fact that he saw Aurelia while he was invincible, he should have just turned the other way.
Yep.
Because you can't win. You have to have the element of surprise, and you have to be unengageable. So
Yeah, that's a huge I made a mistake moment.
Yeah, you need to be like in the back line when you pop out of stealth and scream about skewers for everyone, or else you're gonna get skewered and you'll never see the sewer again.
Your dead body might see a sewer.
That's a bad lantern. Don't take that lantern. You're just gonna get raped.
I
Take that
appreciate the
lantern.
enthusiasm.
Sometimes
though.
misery likes company.
And see, the problem with that play was not the catch. He did everything right to get the catch. The problem is they didn't have enough vision to know if it was a good catch.
Speaking of vision, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
There's a whole heap of
red side
zones.
wards, and if
Blue
I'm
has
counting
3.
correctly, I see 2.
I
Oh,
see
is that 3?
4.
Yeah, they have 3.
I see 4. One in the red tri- Wait, 1, 2, like 3 across the bottom.
They have
river, and then one
significant-
out-
Yeah,
They
there's
got
less.
5. They got 5. They got 6 wards down.
They have 8.
I can only see 6. 7. I can see 7.
They had 3 by Dragon, 3 in the blue side jungle, and 1 by their Krugs and another by their own red. So they
I
had
do
8
this
total
thing where I
wards.
make my mini map real small,
Why?
so I don't click on it by mistake all the fucking time.
I do the same thing. You're not alone.
That was bad, Multi.
And
The
where's
tower
Michael
means
Jackson?
nothing. The tower is meaningless.
Oh,
Good
nice.
play bottom.
Yeah.
You know what? The Zillion is really effective right now.
So
I'll just leave it at that.
I'll just say this.
Going off.
The mistake that Thresh made there is you're in the late game. The Nasus has 179 armor.
Mm-hmm.
The turret doesn't matter anymore. It's an annoyance.
If only Thresh would have one-shot him.
Yeah. I mean, it's just an annoyance. It's like the illusion of safety.
Look at that. It just hit him. Nothing happened.
And I
Yeah,
mean,
he's
his health bar?
official raid boss status.
like,
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, bye-bye, Bobby.
He's pushing 3k health, plenty of defensive stats.
Oh,
Mega
I'm gonna
stack.
vomit off that.
I mean, just shredding through turrets now. And the lifesteal on top of it. This is going to be a real problem for Red Side to have to deal with.
and see, the problem that they've got is their hyper carry Kog'Maw.
Oh, that was not a
right?
necessary
And
heal.
their hyper carry Vayne. They have to be able to deal with the Nasus. And Kog'Maw doesn't deal with Nasus' AP because he does burst damage, but not fast percent health damage like you get out of AP Cog or AD Cog with attack speed.
Right. Right.
So if in this game in particular, I would have suggested adding like a Wit's End to the AP build that he's got.
He also went with
Get
a
a little bit of
relatively
that away.
defensive AP build.
Ooh, an Exile. Really nice play.
Like I said, Exile
Dude, he
is
smelled
really,
it, he
really
took it.
good on the Thrush. Or not the
He
Thrush.
smelt it. He dealt it. He's farting all over him.
And
Gallo.
at the end of the
Just
day,
carpet bombing.
the cane
Oh,
felt it.
Mumu, what are you doing? No.
Super greedy back. Yeah, Max, what's up?
Extremely.
Blake,
So
why
this
is your
happened.
child not in bed?
Because
We've
my wife
seen-
just came down here and dropped him off and was like, he's your
He's
problem.
4, and it's 10 o'clock your
He's
time.
not even 4. He's turned
He's
4 in
3,
November.
and it's 10
Yeah.
o'clock your time.
You.
Hey, Max, why aren't you asleep right now?
Because.
Hmm? Well, talk to me. Why aren't you asleep? Because what?
Puppies.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So we've seen
Yeah.
3 separate, just ultra greedy backs get really, really
I
punished
can't right
in
now,
this
buddy.
one game.
Right.
We're gonna.
And I think
it's
we
time
need to
for you
give a
go
lot of
bed
credit
after
to
this
Blue
game,
Side.
Okay.
Because they had turned it around.
Yeah, they were getting beat up pretty good to start the game.
Significantly from the
We're seeing a really nice comeback.
Ooh, it looks like Nasus is about to hit that Aurelion
Oh,
bottom.
hello, Vayne.
Here comes the steamroller.
Let's check
Oh,
his
he
bot
doesn't
lane
even
fight.
care. He's just gonna farm it.
And see, like I said, the Vayne has to be the one to kill Nasus, and the Vayne is going crit.
That's the other thing that I was going to mention is we don't see any Lord Dominics We're not seeing Executioner's
Why would-
Callings come out.
That's difficult. You need those right now for him.
Especially against a hyper tank
Exactly.
like a Nasus. Like, it might not be ideal to your
Gonna get the
particular
smite.
build path, but
Aurelia is gonna get
he's
the
gonna get it.
smite.
Oh, really?
Max, I'm not building train tracks right now. After this game is over, you're going to bed.
Yeah, but this Nasus is building train tracks all around this map.
Nice segue.
Chugga chugga choo choo.
Speaking of Chugga Chugga, I'm Chuggington. What's going on, guys?
By the way, Chuggington, if you were curious, there's actually a really shitty kids show called Chuggington. It's about trains. It's like Thomas, but shittier.
I know my summoner name is a double entendre, which means it has two meanings.
Oh,
One
Bane
of
is having a
them
horrible
refers
time.
to my probable alcohol abuse issues, and the other one talks about the fact that my kids like trains.
You pop the 40 every time you watch the show with your kids.
You know, there's something.
Chuggington. I wish Daddy wouldn't drink so much. Chuggington.
One of the trains
Oh,
got sent to
Excel,
the
that's with the
one of the trains got
legendary
sent to the
contact.
junkyard, so he pours a little something out for it every time.
All right. Well, that's that,
And
boys.
That was a hell of a turnaround game.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
That was a hell of a turnaround game on the blue side.
We'll cut the recording there. Well, let's talk final thoughts, guys. What do you think? I mean, this to me feels like they got outscaled, but they got outscaled not because of comp, but because of choice.
I think that's a really good way to say it. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like I said, the Vayne build was not attack speed based, and in order to whittle Nasus, you need to take advantage of your true damage passive. You know, that being said, in addition, Zip needed to build some form of attack speed with his AP to be able to abuse his W to try to whittle down Nasus's health bar. Because after he builds the Spirit Visage, I couldn't come up with it. After he builds the Spirit Visage, your damage is going to get shut down a lot. You know, he's got Spirit Visage, he's got the fucking Merc Treads. You're not going to be able to burst this Nasus with as much tank as he's building. So, given that point, they really had no answer for it because the two people that would have had an answer for it didn't build into having an answer for it.
Well,
Right.
I
it was more of a failure to identify points of emphasis than it was a gameplay or macro. Red side, they took advantage to the early to mid game, but they never had an answer for the Nasus. They didn't build properly to punish him, and they let him scale up into raid boss status. And at that point, it's pretty much game set match unless you're willing to take a massive gold loss by selling and rebuying items.
So I think the Crypt Vayne build can still work there. I mean, she has 1.5 attack speed items basically.
Well,
I think
okay,
the-
let me answer that.
Wait. I think the big miss was the lack of a Last Whisper, and specifically, like, there's no Morellonomicon. There's no, Lord Dominic's, is that the one that cuts that down?
No,
So
Lord,
there's nothing.
it's Mortal Reminder does
The other one,
healing.
yeah, no Mortal Reminder. So there's nothing to stop the healing, and I think that was the bigger miss.
Yeah. To me, it was both. And, in addition, here's the thing. Crit Vayne wins lane. Because if you tumble crit, they just die. Like, that's how that build is designed to work. And what Meep did is he went Blade of the Ruin King into crit. So it was like, okay, well, you've got your Blade of the Ruin King power spike, and then because you built into crit, it takes crit so long to build into a viable build because you have to build 2 items, both of which are very expensive, which is why if you go crit, you tend to go crit early. You see what I'm saying? Like, you build, like a not a Bloodthirster, BF
Usually
Sword
you
into
BF
Zeal,
Sword into item into
yeah,
other
into
either
complete
IE
IE.
or another crit item.
And the reason you do that is because that push on your power spike, it hurts, right? Like it delays you. And so like whenever you go crit Vayne in the mid game, it would work against Zilean, against Twitch, and against Exiles. It could absolutely work. The problem is Exiles built an early GA, so even if you pop him, he's going to get up and then he's going to pop you. Yeah, Max? Yeah, your trains are cool, buddy. Anyway, Max, you're killing me, buddy. Come here.
Even my train is pulling a lot of cars.
It is. It's pulling a lot of cars. You're a great conductor. Okay. So anyway, you can pop Exiles, you can pop Pickle, you can pop Zilean. You're not going to be able to pop a Mumu. He's going to get too tanky. You're not going to be able to pop Nasus with a crit build. He's going to get too tanky. And because you didn't start crit and commit to it at the very beginning, you've delayed your power spike to where you're largely useless after your Bork power spike wears off. Yeah, Max. 7 cars? It is. Good job. So, that I think is largely my problem is I think that you're right that the crit Vayne build can work, but you just have to really commit early.
Yeah, I don't love crit and Bork.
And, the other problem that they ran into is like Kayn spikes in the mid game. He's early mid. Aurelia is mid and some late, but kind of falls off after a little bit. AP Cog is totally mid-game focused, and then the way Vayne built puts her solidly in the late, like early power spike with Bork, and then again when she completes her
mid.
crit.
It's like early Bork power spike, and then I'll see you in 3 items.
Yeah, and then Thresh is good early and is okay through the rest of the game depending on what you land. So they didn't really have an answer for the late game hyper carry of both Nasus and Twitch. And so that's why I said my problem is one of build, because if AP Cog had built AP different and focused on percent health blast, I think he could have done quite well.
Oh no, I'm with you. I was just saying I don't think Vayne going with her build was like the whole thing. They needed something to cut healing. That was the biggest.
Hey, Blake, are you able to jump in to the spectator? No.
Yes. Well, hold on. I got to put this kid to bed, so I may need to step out for a bit.
Max, take your ass to sleep.
So,
After 10 o'clock, and you're 3.
all right. I will. Somebody should probably take over for me. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording on this one and end the stream. So here we go.
All right, one moment.